trained to do those specific things?
Well, I think it gives more people more opportunities.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, did playing or watching baseball ever teach you anything about life in general? Like, did it influence?
Something in life in general?
Yeah. Did it influence you in any way, like throughout your life?
Well, it helps you socialize with people,
Mm-hmm.
to understand different people, to accept certain things, to learn how to accept failure.
Yeah.
Speaking of baseball, really, when a batter that bats 300 today, he gets paid millions of dollars, and yet 7 out of 10 times he fails at the plate.
That's true.
And so if he hits 3 out of 10, he gets 3 base hits out of 10. He's a top player, and he gets millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So you have to learn how to accept the rejection or accept the failure, and then also go along with your victory,
Mm-hmm. How do you think your life would be different if you never ended up playing baseball? Like, could you see your life without it in your life?
Oh, yes. No. I mean, the difference is that everybody doesn't play baseball and life goes on.
Yeah.
It just becomes part of your life and part of your memories. And I think it helps you along the way.
Mm-hmm. So.
But I don't think it changes anybody's life.
Yeah.
Definitely, except for at the present time,
Mm-hmm. That's true. I think you may have answered this already, but who would you consider to be your role model in baseball? Was it the same as your favorite professional player, or do you have someone else?
My role model in baseball?
Yeah. Or in general?
I got so many of them.
You can just name one or a few if you want.
Name one?
Yeah.
I'd say Joe Marino.
Mm-hmm. And why is that?
Well, he was a very good player. He has a record that he set many, many, many years ago that hasn't been broken yet.
Yeah.
And he was a steady, good all-around player and a good citizen.
Do you think that anyone today kind of represents those values of being like a well-rounded player and a good citizen as well as a good baseball player?
Oh, yes. Right here in Boston, that's just going to retire now,
Lowell?
Yeah, Lowell, the third baseman for the Red Sox.
Yep.
He's been very, very good. Now his time is up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of his career. He's going to be retired, but he's been a good role model for many, many kids.
Yeah. Do you think that that's one of the most important things, like in a player, is not only to be a good player on the field, but also like a good role model?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Many young kids look up to these players. They idolize them.
Mm-hmm.
And if they follow up on the outside other than baseball, it does an awful job on these kids because they hold these players up to the pedestal. And when they do wrong, it just sort of smashes the whole thing.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to ask too, and kind kind of like a final summing up thing, is if you could change something about the game of baseball today, what would it be and why? For example, like, is there a rule that you think is just unfair, or something that, like a rule that you had playing as a kid that is no longer there that you think should be?
Yes. They have, for years now, they've had a designated hitter.
Yeah.
And when I played, there was no designated hitter. And I'm opposed to a designated hitter. I believe that the nine players and the pitchers should play the whole game. Pitchers if they can last. But if I had to change anything, I would do away with the designated hitter.
Mm-hmm. Is that because you think that they should be able to play all kinds of
Well, I
positions?
think the whole game is, the strategy of the whole game is different.
Mm-hmm.
There are times when the manager has to make a decision whether to post a pitcher who's probably doing pretty well for a pinch hitter.
Yeah.
Whereas in the American League, the batter, the pitcher, he doesn't bat at all.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a designated hitter in there, which is like having nine good hitters. And the pitchers are normally not very good hitters, except for few. And it makes a difference in the whole ball game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy watching the National League ball game a little bit better than the American League because of that.
Mm-hmm. Do you usually watch the National League more than the American League?
Well, I watch whatever's on. I watch whatever's on. The last 3 or 4 days, I think I've seen about 10 baseball games.
Really?
And, yeah, there's about three a day.
Huh.
And right now they're in the individual pennant race. Not the pennant race, but the playoff.
Yeah. Are you sad the Red Sox aren't in the playoffs? Or are you not as much of a Red Sox fan as any other?
Well, yeah, I'm a Red Sox fan now, but no, I'm not losing any sleep over the fact that they didn't win. It's just one of those things. They had an unfortunate season because they had so many injuries.
Yeah, that's true.
As I said before, this baseball is a much harder and tougher game than most people realize.
Yeah.
Those people, they have to go out, travel all over the country, and they have to play 162 games a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, very tough sport.
Yeah, it gets tiring, all the traveling between that.
Traveling and it's night every night.
Yeah, and the physical stress is
And the
crazy.
physical stress is really, football looks tough, but I don't think it's as hard over the period as baseball.
Yeah. That's about all the formal questions I have for you. But is there anything else you want to add to this? Anything, last kind of words you want to say about baseball, your experience playing, or?
No, the only thing I can say that I still think that baseball is the number one sport.
No.
It's a true American game.
Yeah. I think that's what a lot of people feel nowadays. So, trying to keep that and keep the values of baseball are something that is important.